question and answer time here at tjwalker.com, where you send in your questions and we provide the answers. TJ, our first question, this one coming from Robbie, and he has a question about preparing for an interview. He's a high school football player, and he knows that it's important to prepare for interviews, but how's he supposed to prepare if he doesn't know the outcome of the game yet?
Well, try to have something interesting to say beyond, well, we just give it our all, we take one game at a time. And I mean, the problem sports writers have is so many players say the same boring, trite things every single time. Don't be afraid to show some emotion. If you are upset that you lost, don't be afraid to share that. If you're incredibly excited about it, and you know what's going to happen in the game. You're either going to win or you're going to lose. Be prepared to say something interesting either way. And don't just spout the same old cliches. Part of it, act like you're having fun with the reporters. Treat it like a game, but a game with serious consequences. Because you look at so many athletes who have done well the rest of their careers, they're doing well because of how they operate in the media. You look at whether it's Troy
Aikman.
Aikman. I was going to say Aiken, but that's the guy from American Idol. You look at so many great athletes, they actually make more of their money, have longer careers in the broadcast booth, and being media figures not on the playing field. Because even if you get to the NFL, for example, the average NFL player only lasts for 3 seasons. But you can speak for the rest of your life. You can be in the media the rest of your life if you have interesting things to say. So prepare. Don't worry about having a set sound bite, trying to predict what's going to happen in the game, but be prepared to be interesting and reveal yourself, and you'll do fine.
Next question coming from Yahoo Answers, and this one is from Deborah. She has a question about dealing with people that do not speak English well in her job as a product manager at a factory. She has to deal with people that don't speak English. She wants to know some communication tips that she may be able to use in these situations.
Well, one tip is if you're not there face-to-face and you're doing things over the phone or the internet, try to see them. Try to engage them on Skype, because so much of communication is nonverbal. And if you can see someone and they're able to gesture and show with their face, it's a lot easier for you to understand them. The other thing, you got to make sure they understand you. So speak a little bit slower, pause, use the smallest word possible. Use simple words. Don't try to brag and show a big vocabulary. And make it really simple and clear. Don't be afraid to occasionally ask, am I making sense? Get feedback. Don't just talk for 5 minutes and then wonder if they got it. Stop every 20 seconds, every couple of thoughts, and say, are you with me? Does this make sense? Follow those tips and you'll be a lot better off. Good luck.
TJ, Jeffrey has our last question. It's from Wiki Answers, and it's about an organization that a lot of people turn to for public speaking help and coaching, Toastmasters. He wants to know if that's a good organization to join, what benefits can he get from it, or what can he do on his own to improve his public speaking skills.
Toastmasters is a great organization. I've been asked to speak to Toastmasters conferences all over the world. It's a great place to practice your speaking, get more comfortable, get feedback in a non-threatening environment, because you can practice a new business pitch. These aren't really your prospects in most cases, so if it's not great, you haven't lost any sale. Anytime you can practice at anything, generally you get better. People who play golf once a week are generally better than people who golf once every 2 years. Same with speaking. You can also get constructive feedback. I would give you one bit of advice about Toastmasters. Try to find a club where they actively video record every speech you do. You'll get 10 times the value out of the clubs who just have you stand up and people talk about it. But either way, I would recommend that you join.
TJ, that's all the time that we have for questions today, but leave your questions here at tjwalker.com, or if you're watching on video, leave it here in the video on demand box and we'll be sure to get to it.